and welcome, wrestling fans, back to the Nation Network for Saturday Morning Superstars. Mean Scheme here, along with Jesse Lavati, for more tremendous wrestling action coming your way. We kick the action off this week with the Intercontinental Champion himself, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This is a no disqualification match featuring Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and a man he has a lot of history with, especially when it comes to the Intercontinental Championship.
Well, yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat does have a lot of history. He was the Intercontinental Champion, and the man he's going to be facing here tonight in a no DQ match of all things is the man who took it away from him. I'm finding it very interesting that Steamboat's not putting that title on the line here tonight in a match of this magnitude.
Well, this is not for the championship. It is about personal vendettas, I would dare say.
From Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 247 pounds, Honky Tonk Man.
As we take a look at the Honky Tonk Man, a win here, though, I would dare say, would solidify him as a top contender.
Well, he's already a top contender. He's already beat him for the championship in the past. What else does he have to do? He's got to beat him again just to prove it wasn't a fluke.
Well, to a certain degree, there's something to be said for that, but at the same time, that was then, this is now, and the Honky Tonk Man currently is not in the number one spot for the Intercontinental title, but that could all change in just the next few moments.
Well, we all know he's not the top one position because there's still a return match. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, in my opinion, has been ducking the former Intercontinental Champion.
Referee calls for the bell, and Steamboat wasting no time at all. Right out the gate. Nice back heel right to the head, and down goes the Honky Tonk Man. And almost appears to me that Steamboat has let years of this build up, and he's just letting it go. The Honky Tonk Man going to work on the left knee.
Well, we're seeing a little bit of a different side of Ricky Steamboat here tonight than what we're used to. He has a little bit of fire and not like the normal type either. He's very aggressive and almost angry, and you don't get to see a lot of that. I kind of like this version of Steamboat.
I believe Steamboat feels that his last Intercontinental title run may have been exceptionally short, and he blames the Honky Tonk Man for that as he comes off that top rope with a big body. Now what's going on here?
I'll take a look at this. The former Intercontinental Champion himself, the magnificent Morocco, in the ring now.
Oh, he's got him up. He's going to hit him with the Hawaiian Hammer. This is a non-disqualification match, and now the Honky Tonk Man going to steal a victory. No, the shoulder up off the canvas.
Well, that's what you don't want. It's a no DQ match. Referee can't do a thing about it. And Morocco, if nothing else, has just sent a message to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat that I'm coming back for my title.
Choking out. Honky Tonk Man is choking out Ricky the Dragon Steamboat right now. Steamboat's going to be in a lot of trouble following that tremendous move. That Hawaiian Hammer has put many people down and out in the past.
And it's going to do it again. It's just a question of who and when, and I think Steamboat's going to find out the hard way that he bit off more than he can chew with the magnificent one.
There's that trademark arm drag by Ricky the Dragon. And now has the Honky Tonk Man up, and Steamboat has managed to shake off the effects, at least it would appear so, of that deadly Hawaiian Hammer courtesy of the Magnificent One. And now again launching himself over the top rope with that side kick to the Honky Tonk Man. And now from the top rope, Steamboat might be doing it here. We know he likes to come off with that flying cross body. No, he does the axe handle instead. That still may be enough as he goes for the cover. Referee there for the count. 2 count, and Honky Tonk Man not done yet.
Well, the Honky Tonk Man was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, and you don't get to that level by not being able to withstand some punishment.
I would agree wholeheartedly with that. And now the action spilling outside, and Steamboat had that Singapore cane.
Yeah, like I said, we're looking at a nasty version of Steamboat in this match. He's a little bit more angry, and that's perhaps a good thing for him, because if you're going to get into a return match with a Magnificent One, you're going to have to be dirty. You're going to have to go and really just throw caution to the wind, bend and break the rules. You got to fight fire with fire. And I know he calls himself the Dragon, but you're going to have to do even more than that.
Suplexing the Honky Tonk Man here on the concrete floor. And now the Honky Tonk Man laid out, and he better get back up and get back in pretty quickly before he gets himself counted out. Oh, I don't think he's going to beat the count. Steamboat's got to get a win.
Oh, well, he got a win, but it's a count-out victory. He couldn't pin him, he couldn't make him submit, so I don't know how much of a victory you want to claim.
It's going to go down in the record books as Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defeating the Honky Tonk Man. You're the one that always says they never ask you how you won.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit different when you're actually getting a pinfall.
There's a look back at Morocco with that Hawaiian hammer. And right there, it looked like Honky was going to steal this one. Steamboat able to overcome, fight his way back, and he ends up getting the count-out victory over the Honky Tonk Man here tonight on Saturday morning Superstars of Wrestling. Fans, we've got plenty more action still to come. Don't you dare go away. Don't change this channel. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
New WWF figures with real wrestling action. Jake the Snake Roberts versus the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Yeah. DiBiase lands a $1 million punch. Match Hulk Hogan against the Macho King Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah, my almost master finish Hogan guaranteed.
Hogan slams him again. Match Andre the Giant against the Ultimate Warrior. Andre will squash the Ultimate Maniac. WWF figures so close to the real thing, it's like being in the ring.
All right, fans, we are back ready for more action, and here we go. This one promises to be one heck of a showdown between two big names. Take a look at this. Rowdy Roddy Piper, of all people, accompanying the Macho Man Randy Savage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, normally we would see the lovely Miss Elizabeth accompanying the Macho Man to ringside. However, I think it's a smarter move for him to be bringing Rowdy Roddy Piper down with him, considering who he's going up against, because Miss Elizabeth wouldn't be offering any assistance whatsoever in that role.
Well, indeed, the Macho Man has had, to say the least, a difference of opinion with his opponent here tonight over the last several weeks. To my understanding, this is the first time they're actually stepping into the ring since these words have been exchanged. And you bring up a very legitimate point. I don't think this is any place for Miss Elizabeth to be.
Nope, definitely not. Not now, not in this event.
And his opponent from
If anything, she would end up being a distraction, in my opinion.
150 pounds, one-man gang.
The one-man gang, 350 pounds worth of them. You see that jacket, 747. He's about the size of one.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the scary thing. When he wants to, he can fly. We've seen him come off that top rope, and I'll tell you, if you're the one laid out on the floor, that's got to be a terrifying view.
Well, the one-man gang getting ready to go to battle here with the Macho Man Randy Savage. These two men eyeing each other up. Referee getting ready to call for the bell, and action's underway. Here we go. Tying up in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, collar and elbow tie-up to start this one off. Not exactly what I would have anticipated, but hey. Now that's what I would have anticipated, size and strength advantage going to the one-man gang. I was wondering why the Macho Man would be playing into his strength.
Well, there's an opportunity for the Macho Man to even things up with that flying arm, and now misses the knee drop, it appears.
Yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage, he has to stick to the advantage, which is the quickness and athleticism. He has that over the one-man gang, but if he starts tied up with him and going power for power, he's going to lose the match and lose it badly.
Oh, the one-man gang with that skull crusher banging the head of the Macho Man right off the knee. Uh-oh, look out. This could be a bad situation. Big elbow drop right down on the Macho Man.
And there's another one. Look at the face of Rowdy Roddy Piper. It really says it all, doesn't it?
All right, now the Macho Man. Oh, look at his back body drop. Sends him all the way out to the concrete floor. Well executed by the Macho Man Randy Savage. That'll help even things up just a little bit. And now the DDT going for the cover. Hooks the leg. Gets one, and that's all he's going to get. But at least he has turned the tempo of this one a little bit. Now he's got the one-man gang stunned.
The reason he's called the one-man gang is he really just lives up to it. He's a gang all by himself.
Indeed, this man can walk into a bar anywhere, and many will walk out. There's not going to be a tougher guy in that bar, I'll tell you that right now. Macho Man went in there with a plan of attack, and that backfires, and there's a back body drop as well, and now the Macho Man in trouble. Referee busy with the turnbuckle. I'm not sure what happened over there.
Maybe the pad came loose. You know, that can happen sometimes.
Going for the cover is the one-man gang. The shoulders of the Macho Man down, and he kicks out on one. Big elbow. We said he likes to fly. Off the middle rope. That's going to be the match. Beating the Macho Man with his own move. No.
Well, that was very close to a victory right there, and you're right. That was the move that the Macho Man likes to play with.
Power slam now. The one-man gang dominating this matchup. Macho Man Randy Savage might want to roll out to the floor.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the very same thing. Get out of here, break up the momentum, maybe get a couple of words in with Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Speaking of Piper, wait a minute. Piper undoing that turnbuckle one more time. And now the Macho Man goes for the cover, gets a 1 count. We have an exposed steel ring. And look at this. Into the corner he goes, and now referee gets caught. Rowdy Roddy Piper handing in a steel chair to the Macho Man.
Well, fortunately for the one-man gang, the Macho Man wasn't able to use that steel chair.
The Macho Man down to the top rope. Oh, and he got caught. Paying the price. Referee is still down. We've got no official in this match. The Macho Man with the elbow.
Right in between the eyes. And look at this. The one-man gang's been busted open. Courtesy of the Macho Man.
One-man gang out on the apron. The referee, meantime, is still down. Fighting his way back in. And we'll see about the size advantage. He's got him up. Oh, no. I thought he was going to bring him over to that steel turnbuckle.
Well, he still power bombed him right down onto the mat. That's not much better, but I thought, yeah, it could have been. Now, why would you do that? Why would you run him into the turnbuckle pad when you have one that's exposed on the other corner?
There's that backbreaker once again, and now the one-man gang, despite the battle scars right now, is in control. Oh, this is it. Off the ropes, and there's the big splash. Talk about the 747, but the referee is still down.
Well, the Macho Man Randy Savage very fortunate right now that there's no referee, but look at this, taking advantage of it as the one-man gang.
And now the hot rod, Roddy Piper distracting him, trying to buy time for the Macho Man. And Randy Savage appears to be injured. Indeed, he is. He's been busted open as we still have no official in this match. Look at the big man. And once again, the Macho Man Randy Savage paying the price. Unloading with a series of rights and lefts as the action now taking place on the floor because there is no referee. Savage from the top. Oh, and he caught him.
Crossbody all the way out to the floor. That one's definitely going to take some of the starch right out of him.
Pile driver on the concrete floor. The one-man gang. Talk about an equalizer.
At some point in time, we're going to have to see if we can get another official out here if this one's not going to get back up because he's down for the count.
It does appear. As the one-man gang once again. Knee lift. And now the Macho Man going up to the top rope. Getting ready. Oh, and he caught him with the elbow right in the small of the back. That's going to do some damage.
And he's going up again. Is he going to hit him with another one?
I believe he is. Savage connecting once again. But still, there's no referee.
Yeah, this one's just breaking down right now. If they can't get the referee back into the match, I don't know. Somebody may have to call it.
Well, now he's up. Now the referee has managed to regain his composure. And now he's got words with Roddy Piper as the one-man gang is going for the victory here.
Well, the one-man gang not at all happy about things, but this was a very smart move by the Macho Man to bring Roddy Piper out here instead of Miss Elizabeth, I'll tell you that.
Into that exposed steel turnbuckle, and now the one-man gang. Oh, he's going to fly. Here comes that 747. It's all over. 1, 2, and 3. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and what a victory for the one-man gang here tonight. The size and strength ended up weighing out in the end.
Well, the Macho Man Randy Savage had opportunities to win it, but that referee was down for an awfully long time, and he wasn't able to get back up for time.
Yeah, we take a look right here. You could say the same thing for the one-man gang, however.
Well, yeah, for both of them, but the action just took place both in and outside the ring. I mean, it was brutal.
Here's that pile driver. I am surprised that the one-man gang was able to get back up from that. A pile driver on the concrete floor. That is normally a career ender.
Nothing normal about the one-man gang. He's put together. He's built for battle.
And again, the Macho Man right there with the big elbow, but the referee down. Savage realizing no point in going for the cover. And just in time, the referee gets up. And there he is, the 747, dropping the elbow. Your winner, the one-man gang. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. Plenty more action to come here on Saturday morning. Superstars of Wrestling.
Tell the world all that goes on in pro wrestling.
I'm Captain Lou, and I'm talking to you about the world of pro wrestling. Call me. I'm telling you. This number's for you. Mom, you raised a great son.
There'll be no more calls for you, Lou. My boys and I are taking you in. Get it. Come on.
I got a right to make one phone call, and so do you.
Lou Albano's Wrestling Hotline, available until further notice or a hearing. Call now, $1.50 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
All right, fans, we are back. More action coming your way. This time, tag team division. The Midnight Express heading down to the ring. Everyone thinking about the Wild Samoans and how they can get a shot at those tag team titles.
On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 488 pounds. Beautiful Bobby Eaton and lover boy Dennis, the Midnight Express.
Well, Loverboy Dennis Condrey and beautiful Bobby Eaton coming out to the ring right now, and these are a couple of guys who are tag team specialists.
Indeed, they are. A very well-honed tag team. They've had quite a bit of success here in recent weeks. We bring you this episode of Saturday Morning Superstars as we hit the road.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 499 pounds. Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
And we take a look at the opposition here. Another well-honed tag team. This ought to be a tremendous matchup, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not familiar with tag team wrestling, there's only one member of each team that will be legal at a time, while their opponent, or I beg your pardon, their partner must stand outside the ring in their neutral corner. The only way to bring a partner in is by tagging them in, at which point that is now the legal man, and the man that was in the ring and tagged must now go out.
Well, that's what the playbook says. Now, there's also a 5 count, and you can take great advantage of that.
Well, we know you would take advantage of that, no doubt about it.
Sure, why wouldn't you? If it's in the rules, use it to your advantage.
Haku locking up with Bobby Eaton. This is going to be one heck of a matchup right here, ladies and gentlemen. Two different styles. And look at this. Nice reversal by Eaton. Oh, from behind. Tama just got the attention of beautiful Bobby. Irish whip into the corner he goes, and Haku gets the back elbow to the face for his troubles.
One thing I'll say about Haku, he's one of the toughest men in the world of professional wrestling. You can beat on him all day long. It takes a whole lot to keep him down.
Irish whip into the corner again, and now tag made. Here's the double team by the Midnight Express, and that's the point you made earlier. There's a 5 count before the man tagging out has to actually leave the squared circle. And now rakes the eyes, and that one may have done some damage.
Yeah, it definitely does look like it. Haku's been busted open already. This match is early on. That's going to be a problem.
Not only busted open, but I mean, he is really looking pretty rough at the moment. Oh, and Eaton's going to make it even worse, driving that knee down into the head. Cameraman trying to zoom in. Oh, yeah, you can see it. He is really in bad shape right now, and Haku pulling himself out to the apron. Dennis Condrey with a right hand. And Haku going to fight his way back in. Irish whip reversed. Oh, Haku starting to feel it now. Boots to the midsection, and that puts Condrey back into the turnbuckle, but just momentarily. And now's another double team coming up here by the Midnight Express. And now it is Eaton in the corner, and he's in the wrong part of town. Oh, went for the tag, didn't happen. Bobby Eaton suckered him in, and look at Tama. Make the tag, he says, and he does, and now Tama, the legal man, going to work on Bobby Eaton.
Well, that's what you call a hot tag right there. Nicely done, and Tama going to make Bobby Eaton pay the price for what he done to his tag team partner.
From the top, oh, the big chop to the head, and Bobby Eaton in trouble. Head first on the apron. And now into the steel guardrail. Tama taking over on this one since making the tag in. Irish whip reverse, and again the steel guardrail.
He's really using that steel to his advantage, and hey, why not?
Tag made once again. Count is up to 8. Bobby Eaton not getting back up. This may be another count out if he can't get back in, and he does. And now it's Haku sent into the corner. Here comes the double team by the Midnight Express. Down across the back of Haku. He is gushing blood right now. Going for the cover. Will that be enough?
No, he's able to kick out on a count of 1, and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. He is one of the toughest son of a guns you're ever going to find inside of a squared circle. You can beat on him for hours, and he will find a way to keep fighting you.
He just found a way to go after Dennis Condrey, a big right hand. And now Condrey into the turnbuckle. Haku unloading on him, and now Condrey turns it around, comes running in, clothesline to the back of the head, and Haku right back up. And another tag made. Eaton coming off the ropes. The double teams by the Midnight Express have been absolutely on point here.
Yeah, well, big part of being successful in tag team wrestling is to be able to cut the ring in half, and the Midnight Express has done the dominant job of that one.
Save made by Tama. It was about to be over. Haku is in all kinds of trouble right now. He desperately needs to tag back out to Tama if he can.
Well, he can't even get up right now. He's favoring his knee very much, or perhaps that was just a bait tactic right there.
Condrey going down. We knew this was going to be a tremendous matchup, ladies and gentlemen, between two highly polished tag teams here. Haku goes over and makes the tag. Tama Mack to being the legal man in. He had a lot of success last time he came out. Let's see if he can do it again.
Almost got a good roll-up opportunity there, but couldn't hold him at the end.
Tama stomping away. Rolls through again and couldn't hold him.
Condrey trying to make the tag over to Bobby Eaton, and Tama just stood right in front of him saying, you got to go through me, big guy, and that's not going to happen.
Made him think about it. There's a scoop slam, and this could be bad news for the Midnight Express right now. If Tama hits what I think he's going to do.
Yeah, we all know what he likes to do off that top rope.
Oh, a double axe handle, not what I was expecting. Still might be enough, however, as he goes for the cover. There's one. And kick out by Condrey.
I got to give credit to Dennis Condrey, not only kicking out, but he was able to kick out on one. However, you might have wanted to wait till 3. You know, take that extra second to get your breath.
Couldn't hold the weight. There's a roll-up. This time the shoulders down, and now it's a reversal. Oh, boy, that was a close one right there, and Tama rolls out. Flying forearm to the head.
What a match we're seeing right here. I'll tell you, these two tag teams, they've got it out for one another. Everybody wants the Wild Samoans in the tag team championship, and that's why they know whenever they have any match, they really need the wins.
That's how you make it to the top of the ladder. Referee's count continues. Into the steps goes Condrey. Oh, there's a headbutt. Look at Dennis Condrey. He's busted open. He's not going to get up.
Yeah, the lights are on, but no one's home.
And there goes Eaton, and the Islanders secured a massive victory here tonight.
Well, I'm having a problem, though, with this one for the same reason. Yeah, you got to win, but you didn't beat anyone, in my opinion.
Well, they did beat them. The count-out is still a victory.
Yeah, but it means a lot more when you get a pinfall or submission, in my opinion, and they should take that into account.
I've got a feeling we have not heard the last of these four men being in the ring together. I certainly want to see it again.
Yeah, me too, but with a winner, not one of these count-out victories.
We take a look at some of the replay from the action we saw earlier, and it was incredible. Look at this, Tama with that double axe handle. Big victory indeed for the Islanders. Stay with us, fans. We'll be back with more action in just a moment.
WWF figures give you the fury of the Hitman and the bite of the Bulldog. Plus, it's laying down the law.
The Undertaker will bury those stiffs.
Not with these WWF figures running wild. Each sold separately, dig it?
All right, ready for more action here, this time featuring the women's division. We take a look at Ava Moreno.
Scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from the Bronx, New York, Ava Moreno.
Good-looking young lady. She's going to be out there with one of the top performers in the women's wrestling. It's going to be a very hard night for her, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know much about Ava Moreno, but I don't like her odds based on who I know she's about to get in the ring with.
What I understand is Ava Moreno is learning the ropes, so to speak, here in the business. And she's going up against somebody who more than knows them. Indeed, the sensational one, Sherry Martel. As she makes her way down the aisle. And I think Ava is going to find out the hard way. Getting your start in this business can be a very bumpy road, to say the least.
Yeah, I imagine there's going to be a lot of bumps in her road tonight. Sherry Martel's not exactly the type that wants to take you under her wing and teach you anything the easy way, for sure.
See Sherry Martel kicking at those bottom ropes, perhaps just a sign of things to come.
Yeah, I would say that's a safe bet.
And the bell sounds, and right off the bat, holy cow, wasting no time at all. Sensational Sherry attacking Ava Moreno.
I'm not at all surprised. One of the things I love about Sensational Sherry is she will take the fight to her opponent, as we're seeing right here, right now. She is not going to be timid. She is not going to wait her turn.
Back into the ropes now, and Ava actually has a little bit of a size advantage. Perhaps even a small strength advantage over Sherry Martel. I don't know if that'll be enough to even come close to overcompensating for the fact that she gives up a tremendous amount of experience.
Slingshot suplex nicely executed, and now going for the cover here.
Got a 2 count. Oh my goodness. You know that would have been an upset.
Yeah, that'd be a tremendous upset. Now, again, we don't know anything about Ava Moreno, so maybe she's a little bit better than we are anticipating.
Thus far, oh, look at this, stomping away. She is really delivering paybacks to Sherry here.
Not sure where she's been trained, but she definitely has a little bit of an anger to her as well. This could turn out to be a barn burner right here.
Now she's going after the ankle of Sherry Martel. And look at Sherry. She is in all kinds of pain. Martel's in trouble, and now Ava Moreno off the top rope. She wants Sherry up. This is going to be an upset. Look out.
Well, that axe handle's a very popular move here tonight. We've seen a lot of different people use it, and it's very effective. That's why it's popular.
To the ropes, and Sherry with a big clothesline. Martel now going to turn her over for a Boston Crab. Oh, I thought that was it, but she was too close to the ropes. Big mistake right there by Martel, or this match would have been over. Martel wanted her up. She got her up. Look at her unloading with a series of right hands. Now the Irish whip to the ropes. Sherry just got caught. Wait a moment. Reverses it. Nicely done.
Ava Moreno not done yet, though. Stomp to the gut. And now with a big slam on Sherry.
Martel, a former women's champion on numerous occasions. And Ava Moreno had better know what she's getting herself into. She's looking really good in the match thus far, but sometimes when you poke the bear, there's a price to be paid. And now Sherry Martel, top rope. Oh, she missed the target. Moreno saw that she was coming.
Somehow she must have sensed her, but she got out of the way just in time and now goes for the cover on Sherry Martel. Gets a 2 count.
I don't know about you, but I am shocked at just how well. Oh, look at that. Martel over the top rope and hitting the concrete floor. And once again, up she goes. Moreno thinks about it, decides not to do it.
Well, that's a smart move probably, because if you miss a high-risk move, then it's a high reward for your opponents.
And look at Sherry Martel. She cannot believe that not only kicking out, but kicking out on a count of 1.
She had Sherry up but couldn't hold her. Sherry fought her way out of it. Martel having a lot more of a challenge here tonight than I think she ever anticipated.
Has the ankle, does Sherry, and she is putting a lot of torque on it. Referee asking Ava if she wants to give it up. And Sherry Martel one more time from the top. Oh, big splash. That's it. Cover, hooks the leg, count it. But what a showing by Ava Moreno here in this one.
Well, she looked real good, especially for her first time out there with somebody like Sherry Martel. But at the end of the day, only so much you can get done. And Sherry Martel's experience definitely plays out in the end.
Well, that's what we thought the case may end up being, and it turns out that that's exactly what it was. But Moreno had many opportunities in her own right. As we take a look back, that's the finish right there, Sherry Martel. And there's the referee to count to 3. All right, fans, we'll be back with more Saturday Morning Superstars in just a moment.
Hey, B, no way a little dude like you is gonna change my ways.
It's time you were tempted with a taste of nuts and honey.
Hulk Hogan doesn't eat nuts and honey.
Take this, an unbeatable part of this nutritious breakfast.
That's better than a body slam.
Undefeated.
And still champion.
It's a honey of the nut. It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
All right, fans, we're back. Time for the main event of the evening.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring Jersey, weighing in at 390 pounds, Dan Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow heading down to the ring. What a beast he is. That's why he's referred to as the Beast from the East.
This promises to be one heck of a battle. Bam Bam Bigelow getting ready to square off with a former world champion in his own right in Terry Funk.
Well, the Funk name is absolutely synonymous with professional wrestling, of course. There's Terry Funk, Dory Funk, and then that's his dad, and Dory Funk Jr., his brother. And as brothers, they were tag team champions as well as world champions.
Texas, weighing in at 247 pounds, Terry Funk.
There he goes, Terry Funk. Definitely a different type of professional wrestler. When you talk about old school, this is what you have in mind right here.
Well, they don't make him much tougher than Terry Funk, I'll tell you right now. We talked about Haku earlier. This guy is cut from the same cloth. He's Texas tough. That's a different style, in my opinion.
Well, who would you pick in a match between Terry Funk then and Haku?
I don't know that I would pick one in that. I would like to watch it, though. I would pay money for that.
All right, the bell sounds, and Terry Funk wasting no time at all as he comes right out after Bam Bam Bigelow. Right hand by Bigelow. Oh, look at the big body press, over 300 pounds, crashing down.
Followed up with a big headbutt as well. Bam Bam Bigelow, he's also a tough guy. No two ways about that. You don't get a skull tattoo like that if you're not tough.
Grinding the face now of Terry Funk into this mat, and I dare say there's plenty of DNA to mix with. Off the top, oh my goodness!
Once again, that double axe handle. Bam Bam Bigelow doing some heavy damage here on the floor.
There is no give in that cement floor, I can tell you right now, and Bam Bam Bigelow is dishing it out. Now wants Terry Funk. Bam Bam Bigelow, oh my goodness.
What did I say earlier? Sometimes you go big risk, it's big reward. Well, in this case it was, but for Terry Funk.
Funk tried that sleeper hold, and Bam Bam Bigelow gets out of it very quickly. Bigelow very similar to the one-man gang in that he's a very big man, but he can move.
Yeah, well, we just saw the springboard, and that's not something you'll normally see a big guy do.
Went for a cover. Terry Funk kicks out before the referee's hand hit the mat. Irish whip to the ropes now. Back out front, knee into the midsection. And Terry Funk going to go for a count, but I don't think you're going to get him here. You're going to have to do a lot more damage than that to someone like Bam Bam Bigelow to get a win.
Yeah, and don't think Terry Funk isn't aware of that. I think he was just testing the waters. Sometimes you can catch an opponent off guard if he's not paying attention.
Bam Bam Bigelow appears to be injured. Terry Funk now going to work on the knee and the leg, and you see Bam Bam Bigelow, he's in a lot of pain right now.
Well, this is what Terry Funk does. He'll wear a body part down and almost always goes for the leg, which in this case is brilliant because he wants to put him in that step-over toe hold of his, and that will draw submission.
Oh, shoulder tap. Wait a minute. What just happened?
I know that music.
The lights went out. Oh! That's the Undertaker. He just cracked him with a baseball bat.
What was that all about?
Referee's going to get rid of the bat. Terry Funk going to go for a win. And Bam Bam Bigelow able to kick out. The Undertaker making an appearance here. His target was Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, Terry Funk right now has a massive advantage, and he has to take advantage of it.
Neckbreaker nicely done, and now Funk thinks he might have him. Hooks the leg. Let's see if Bigelow has enough to kick out. He does, but just barely. Wow, I'll tell you right now, the fact that Bam Bam Bigelow's still standing after taking a bat to the head. Look at this.
Tremendous move right there by Bam Bam Bigelow as he just launched himself off the top rope.
I think Bam Bam has safely gotten his second win. And greetings from Asbury Park. That'll be the match right there. Hell, head first, Terry Funk's out. And Bigelow going for the cover. Oh, he's got his feet up on the ropes. And Terry Funk's still able to kick out. He's going to do it again.
Oh, right on the top of his head. It's all over right now. You're not getting up from this.
Here's that two, and Terry Funk again.
Well, when I said Terry Funk's one of the toughest guys in any locker room, now I can back it up, because how you can take two of those in a row and still keep going is beyond me. I don't know if I could do that.
Over the top rope, and Terry Funk now on the cement floor. Bam Bam Bigelow irate. I think just as much because Terry Funk keeps kicking out, and also because he was attacked with a baseball bat. Headbutt. Another headbutt. My goodness, this thing is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. Back under the bottom rope, and Bam Bam Bigelow calling on the fans right now. Oh, that headbutt.
I have no idea what's keeping Terry Funk in this match right now, but if he hits with this one, it's over.
Bam Bam Bigelow once again telling Terry Funk to get to his feet. Wow, massive shoulder block off the top rope. You know, more and more, I want to see Bam Bam Bigelow and the one-man gang go head-to-head someday.
That'll be a hell of a match if it happens.
Irish whip, Terry Funk into the ropes. Into the corner, I should say, and now, oh, he got an up kick right to the midsection. And Terry Funk with a clothesline. Driving that fist into the head. And it appears Bam Bam Bigelow has been injured.
Yep, he's bleeding. Bam Bam Bigelow is bleeding right now, and Terry Funk gonna make it even worse.
There's a lot of blood coming out. And again, Bam Bam Bigelow able to kick out somehow. Look at this, pulling back on the chin. Terry Funk with a neck breaker again. Cover, hooks the leg. Will this one be enough? There's two. And again, the shoulder comes up.
I'm not sure what it's going to take to keep either one of these two down, but they're going to have to figure it out pretty quickly, I would say.
We are starting to run out of time here, ladies and gentlemen. If this match does not end, we will keep the cameras rolling. There's a nice move by Terry Funk. Oh, he got the 3 count. But you have to wonder, would he have been able to do it if not for the interference of The Undertaker?
I'm not so sure he would have, to be honest with you, but we'll never know, because The Undertaker, he did make an appearance.
Let's take a look at the replay from this one. Terry Funk right here in a bad situation. Here we go. Greetings from Asbury Park. Dropping him on his head. The fact that he was able to kick it in. Bam Bam using the ropes for added leverage.
Well, that's a page out of my book. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
I have a feeling we have not heard the last between Big Bam Bam Bigelow. And take a look at that. Nice move by Terry Funk off the top rope. And that secures a big victory, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week for more Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. So long.
Hey, B, no way a little dude like you is gonna change my ways.
It's time you were tempted with a taste of nuts and honey.
Hulk Hogan doesn't eat nuts and honey.
Take this. An unbeatable